Hello everyone, this is part 4 of What If Naruto Has the Golden Eyes, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Battle could be heard from the Hokage's office as loud explosions and yells of command screamed outside. Inside the room sat Tsunade, Shizune Jiraiya, and an Anbu officer. Status report. Tsunade asked. Sound has broken the stalemate and pushing the center line. They are heading here, Hokage-sama, the Anbu said while bowing his head. Do whatever it is necessary to stop the advance. I don't want one sound ninja to even touch this building. Tsunade yelled. The Anbu nodded and disappeared to give out the orders. Tsunade sighed and put head into her hands. How long has this godforsaken battle been going on? Tsunade asked. About 6 months now, Jiraiya said grimly. Why is Naruto doing this? This only hurting themselves, Shizune said. But this also hurting us as well. This will a lot of time to rebuild all this, Tsunade said as a messenger bird pecked at the window. Shizune let the bird in and the bird. It was from Sand. It's from Sand. We have been chosen to send a message to you giving Sands, Stones, Lightnings, and Waters combat report. We have successfully pushed rain out of our country and are sending men to aid you. Stone is having difficulties as they are fighting in their capital with Sound as well. Lightnings have turned the Sound offensive around and are starting to push them back slowly. Water has surrendered unconditionally and is now occupied by Sound. After we recapture your capital, we will have to help the Water reclaim their country. Our troops will be in Konoha in 2 weeks. Hold on until we can reinforce you, Tsunade said out loud to the group. I see. So all we need to do is hold out for another 2 weeks. Perfect. When Sand gets here we can sound out of the village, Shizune said smiling. Yep. Looks like we have some hope after all, Tsunade said as she looked out the window. What she saw next made her mad. Outside the window stood an honor guard who was listening to the entire conversation with 3 dead Anbu on the roof. Thanks Hokage team, the honor guard said grinning before jumping off toward sound-controlled area. Damn it. We need to catch him. Jiraiya said he put a foot on the window only to be stopped by Tsunade. It's no use. He will tell the information to other runners and the news will spread like wildfire. Both our ninja and theirs will hear it in a matter of hours, Tsunade said shaking her head. This might be a good thing. The news of reinforcements will raise morale among our ninja from the already dead level it was at, Shizune said. True, but think of the downside to this. Once Sound hears this only make them desperate and fight harder to kick us out of the city. Unlike most nations that would give up in a position like this, Sound doesn't give up as easily. Naruto's forces have been trained to never give up, so we must look forward for them fight even when Sand gets here, Jiraiya said informatively as another blast from Kabuto's propaganda screamed over the intercom. Agreed, but the news will still bring morale to the ninja, Tsunade said looking at the bright side. Just then an Anbu appeared in the office. Hokage-sama, we need to relocate you to another location, the Anbu said. Are they pushing us that far? Tsunade asked. I'm afraid so. We will hold this building until the last man, Hokage-sama. They will not take it without spilling more of their own blood than ours, the Anbu said before 2 more Anbu appeared for the escorting. Let's go. Bring all the scrolls from vault as possible. Sweep it out and make sure there is nothing left inside, Tsunade ordered Jiraiya, who nodded in return. Let's hope they get here in time, Tsunade whispered as everyone in the room exited it either by window, door, or by jutsu. Fall back. This isn't working. Kakashi yelled to all the men that were under his command. All the Jonin had a certain amount of men under their command. The Leaf Ninja just tried to counter their offensive but was ripped to shreds from Sound gunners. Think of the guns that were used in the Naruto movie in Snow Country, except smaller but small enough to carry around for run and gunning uses. They were placed all over the place, up in windows, behind walls, everywhere. These new weapons made it hard to counterattack as the Sound were much more resourceful with these weapons than Rain was. As Kakashi and all the other ninja retreated, the Sound ninja was hot on their tails trying to mow down any ninja they could. A ninja next to Kakashi went down by a kunai to the back of the neck and then another to the other side him went down by a fire jutsu. Kakashi and the remaining ninja made it to their line where the ninja who didn't attack waited. When Kakashi jumped over the wall, several Sound ninja jumped over a minute later and the battle ensued. Leaf and sound smashed into each other with tremendous force, leaving many on the ground. Kakashi saw some sound gunners moving up to take positions in the nearby building and 3 Leaf Ninja running in shortly afterwards. If the gunners set up in those windows, then they would again have to retreat. Shikamaru. Kiba. Get over to those gunners and take 'em out. Kakashi yelled as he blocked a kunai that was coming for his face. Gotcha. You, come with me. Let's take those guys out. Kiba yelled as Shikamaru, Kiba, and 2 other Chunin went into the building. The 4 ninja opened the door and noticed that the building was eerily dark. The only light was from the fire from the buildings around them. As they closed the door, they also noticed that it was quiet. The only sound was from the yelling outside. The gunners have started to fire yet, so they must be somewhere trying to find a good window, Kiba whispered to the other ninja. Let's go find those bastards, said one of the Chunin that was with them. The 4 ninja crept through the bottom story, looking in every room for the sound gunners. How many gunners are in here? Shikamaru asked. I counted 2, but you never know, so keep an eye out, said the Chunin at the point. They went through the entire bottom story except for one last room where the door seemed to be smashed open. What they saw next horrified them. Blood was everywhere and the mangled bodies of 3 Leaf Ninja were desecrated. Those bastards. We will kill them, for they have done, yelled one of the Chunin as he ran out of the room toward the stairs. Wait, Shikamaru yelled as they chased him down the hall up the stairs. As they rounded the corner, they watched as the Chunin got ripped to shreds and pinned to the wall by kunai. Motherfuckers, said the last Chunin as he started hand signs and ran around the corner. Fireball no jutsu. The Chunin yelled and shot a fireball down the hall. The 3 remaining ninja heard a scream from the end and dashed down the hall. The sound gunner lay dead, burning on the ground. The Chunin began punching the dead body of the sound ninja. You bastard. You killed my brother, you fucker. The Chunin yelled as he continued to punch the body. Kiba and Shikamaru could only watch as the Chunin hit the body until they remembered something. Hey, where is the other gunner? Kiba asked. As if on cue, kunai ripped through the wall, hitting the other Chunin all over his body. He was dead before he hit the ground. What the fuck are with these guys? Kiba yelled as he ducked into another room. The kunai finally stopped and he heard the sound ninja open the door he was in. You died for our great leader Shonen. At least I got 2 of the fuckers that got you, the sound ninja muttered. 2. Wait, where is Shikamaru? Kiba thought. Kiba heard a door close, which signaled that the sound ninja went back into the room. Kiba peered around the door to see if he was still there. The sound ninja was not, but what Kiba did see was, along with the 2 dead bodies, was Shikamaru with a kunai in his back. Kiba got angry and yelled at the top of his lungs. You fucking assholes. Kiba screamed and busted through the door. The sound ninja turned to face Kiba. I'm going to kill you. Kiba yelled as Kiba tackled the sound ninja out the window with his gun and back into the fray outside. Kakashi saw Kiba and the sound gunner fly out the window. Sakura, go check on the ninja that searched that house. Kakashi ordered. Will do. Sakura replied and dashed over to the house. Kiba was punched the ninja in the face, making blood come from the sound ninja's mouth. You killed my friend, you fuck. Kiba yelled as he swung for another hit but was blocked by the sound gunner. And you killed mine. The ninja yelled back and punched Kiba off of him. The sound gunner quickly got up and grabbed his gun. See you in hell, fuck up, the gunner snarled and retreated to a medic center. Kiba simply lay there thinking of what the gunner said. The skirmish raged on for little longer and it seemed like the Leaf Ninja were winning. If the Leaf Ninja could hold it here, then the sound ninja would lose their momentum and it would go back into another stalemate. We are winning. Keep up the pressure, said another Jonin who seemed to be smiling until he saw the one thing nobody wanted to see. Atop one of the buildings stood a ninja with a white cloak, straw hat, and 2 red-cloaked bodyguards. All the Leaf Ninja frowned while all the sound ninja grinned and started to fight harder than they were before. The 3 cloaked figure jumped into the fight and started to tear up all Leaf Ninja in sight. Kakashi fought his way over to the white cloaked figure. Once he made it said ninja, they stood off while the fight around them raged on. Who are you, Itachi or Naruto? Kakashi asked. The ninja lifted up his hat to reveal a red Sharingan. Itachi. I see. Is Naruto still in the village? Kakashi asked. Yes, said an Itachi clone behind Kakashi. Kakashi quickly swirled in a circle and cut the clone in half. As Kakashi came to a stop facing Itachi, a clone was shot forward toward him. Kakashi jumped over the clone knowing only Naruto can keep a clone alive for an extended period of time. The clone that Kakashi jumped over puffed into smoke only for another clone puff into existence above him. The clone tackled Kakashi to the ground and held him there. 4 other clones came into existence and held down his arms and legs as well as his head. Kiba, who just got up, saw that Kakashi was in trouble and dashed over to his aid. As soon as Kiba made it to the area, an honor guard kicked Kiba back. "What are you doing?" Kakashi exclaimed. "Taking back what is rightfully the Uchiha's," Itachi said looking over Kakashi. Kakashi's eyes went wide. "No, please. This was given to me by my best friend." Kakashi pleaded. Itachi bent over and brought his hand up to Kakashi's Sharingan eye. "You can't do this. Please." Kakashi yelled. Itachi pushed his fingers around Kakashi's Sharingan eye and pulled just as quick. Itachi put the eye into a jar, which was sealed into his sleeve. Itachi sealed the jar back into his sleeve and looked up. Sakura, Kiba, and many other Leaf Ninja were trying to get Kakashi to save him but was blocked by his 2 honor guards and other sound ninja. The 2 honor guards jumped back to Itachi. "Stay here and finish up this battle. One done, retreat to the HQ," Itachi ordered before jumping onto a nearby roof and dashing away. Sakura and many other ninja were able to get by and grab Kakashi. "All Leaf Ninja, retreat back to the next line. Repeat, all Leaf Ninja, retreat back to next line," said a Jonin over a speaker. All Leaf Ninja began to retreat with sound, taking a break to and to get more gunners into position. Just like the first battle Kiba was in with Rain, Sound Ninja went to each of the bodies to make sure they were dead and kill them if they weren't. 1 week until reinforcements arrive. Sound Ninja has finally made it to the Hokage Tower, and fighting inside the tower have been raging on for 3 days. Every room the Sound Ninja entered was either met by a trap or Leaf Ninja ready to fight until the end. Casualties were very high for both sides as the Sound Ninja slowly took the tower, floor by floor. The courtyard around the Hokage Tower was brutal as well as the fight was raging on in the buildings around the tower. After 1 long and bloody week of fighting, the Sound Ninja finally took the Hokage Tower with half the buildings around the tower in Sound possession and the other half still held by the Leaf. All of the rookies were stationed in these houses. "Damn it. Why can't we just march in there and take the damn tower? I'm tired of looking at our tower in their hands right across the courtyard," Kiba argued as they all watched Sound Ninja picking up the dead as well as Leaf Ninja picking up theirs. "You know as well as I do that they have gunners all over that damn tower. If we made one wrong move then they would be spraying kunai through the windows," Tenten said. The sun was starting to set as the bodies started to disappear from the courtyard. "What do you think they are going to do with our dead in the tower?" Ino asked. "I don't know," Shino replied. As a large fire erupted from the top of the tower as screams echoed across the village. "What the fuck are they doing?" Lee yelled as a stench drifted across their side of the village. The wind was on Sound's side as the stench drifted toward Leaf's lines. "Is that flesh?" Kiba asked. "They are burning the bodies." "Dead or alive," Neji said gravely. "Fucking dicks." Kiba screamed across the courtyard but was dwarfed by the screams that were coming from the roof of the Hokage Tower. The Leaf Ninja all over the village could only watch as their comrades burned to death and the beloved Hokage Tower became a fortress for the enemy. "Have you heard what happened in Stone's capital?" said a Chunin to another. Neji was nearby and listened in on the positional interesting information. "No, what happened?" the other Chunin asked. "It seems there was a large explosion that took out half of the village. It was said that Stone and Sand Ninja were pushing him out and over 100 Sound and Rain Ninja as well as a Yoinokuchi member was encircled in the market district. The Yoinokuchi member started to grow black and then he exploded and took out over half the village." The Chunin exclaimed. "I hope another one of those guys explodes in our village," the listener replied. "You're telling me?" the Chunin exclaimed. Neji tuned him out at this point. "Half the village, huh?" Neji thought as he ate his food. "The rest of the group will want to hear this." Over the past 5 days the Sound Ninja were able to push the Leaf Ninja further back against the mountain behind them. The Sound Ninja that jumped over the mountain before were sent to steal or destroy any supplies that were packed into the buildings next to the mountain. Now the Leaf Ninja were on the last dozen blocks of the village with their only way out was through the caves in the Hokage Mountain. The ninja that were fight Rain with Sand have been ordered to retreat to the village to help push Sound out of Kohono. They will be arriving about the same time Sand does, which was in 2 days. The surviving Leaf Ninja were tired and weak from all the fighting, while the Sound Ninja had high moral. All seems lost for the remaining Leaf Ninja in Kohono. They struggled to hold whatever was left of their precious village. A white-cloaked figure was seen shooting through the dense rain toward a rather unscathed village. This village was the capital of Rain, and the guards immediately let the man through. The cloak ninja ran up the side of the cage tower and slipped in through the window. Inside the cage's office, a RSF ninja awaited him. Leader Sama has been expecting you. Please, follow me, the RSF ninja said as he turned and opened the door to leave with the cloak ninja close behind. The two ninja continued to walk up the tower until they came to the top floor. There was one large door with two more RSF standing in front of it. As they approached the door, the two ninja bowed and opened it. The RSF ninja stopped at the entrance. This is where I stop. You know the rules about cages, correct? Good. See you soon, the RSF captain said and walked away. The two RSF ninja outside closed the door behind him. The unknown ninja continued to walk and came to a stop in front of a large figure. Pipes seemed to be coming out of the wall and connect to what seemed to be a person. Hello, Naruto-kun, the figure said as he opened his eyes to reveal a pair of Rinnegan eyes. Hello, Nagato, Naruto said in an emotionless voice. What have you called me here for? Naruto asked. This was new for him. Nagato never calls meetings. Nagato sighed, always to the point. As you know, my men are being pushed back out of the other nations, Nagato said. Yes, so are mine, Naruto said. They are going to be here in a matter of months, and I will most certainly die unless I escape. But, if I die, then the Rinnegan will be lost forever, Nagato continued. What are you getting at? Naruto asked, curious. I have made a special seal that will allow me to transfer one of my 6 paths to you and all the power that goes along with it, Nagato said bluntly. So you want to give me the power of one your bodies to ensure that the Rinnegan won't die out with you? Naruto said. Yes, Nagato said as the 6 paths walked up to Naruto and stood in a straight line in front of him. I can't guarantee that I won't die by the end of this war, but yes, I will take the offer, Naruto said as he walked to each one. Good. The seal won't give you the body to control but make you absorb the power altogether, Nagato said as Naruto in front of the Deva realm. Is this the one you wish to absorb? Nagato asked. Yes. This is the one, Naruto said grinning. Asuma was leaning against a wall that was right across the street from some Sound Ninja, smoking. The Leaf Ninja have been fighting for their dear lives for the last sliver of Kohono. It has been a little over 2 weeks since they got the letter of reinforcements from Sand and Leaf Reserves. What was taking them so long? Put that shit away, Guy said while smacking the cigarette from his hand. Why the fuck did you do that? Asuma yelled only for a hand to clamp over his mouth. Have you ever been this close to the enemy? You must have been stationed in the industrial district, Guy whispered while looking out the window across the street. Across the street there was a Sound Ninja looking straight back at him. Guy sighed. If that was a gunner then we would be dead, Guy whispered. Sorry. Never been this close to the enemy. How are Kakashi and Shikamaru doing? Asuma asked. Shikamaru is getting better but Kakashi is still out. Must be hard for him to get used to not having a Sharingan, Guy replied. I feel him. Looks like this is the best way to stop smoking, Asuma said, earning a chuckle from Choji, who was next to the other window in the room but was interrupted from a loud yell. Fire! A Sound Ninja yelled, and where there was once a peeping ninja there was a gunner slinging kunai through the walls and windows. The 3 ninja in the room hit the deck along with everyone else in the room across from them. The kunai finally stopped and yells for a medic and screams of pain could be heard from the other room. Guy attached an explosive tag to a kunai and slugged it across the street, hitting the gunner in the head. Get the hell out of here! A Sound Ninja yelled as several ninja ran through the door in room while some tried jumping out the window. This was not a good idea as Leaf Ninja in the floor above them started to throw kunai at them. The Sound Ninja that crawled out of the window were peppered down and fell to the street below. The explosive tag exploded and blew a hole out of the side of the building. Once the smoke cleared, 3 dead Sound Ninja lay dead in the room with 2 more on the street below. That was crazy, Asuma exclaimed. And this is the fighting that was going on in Housing District, Guy said while picking up the cigarette that was on the ground. To think that this little thing was the cause of this fight, Guy said grinning. So why don't we just go take the building we just cleared? Asuma asked. Because there are still ninja in that building that have entrenched themselves inside. If we are going to go in there, we are going to lose many ninja that we don't have, Choji said, remembering when he and several other ninja tried taking a seemingly clear building. I guess they are ready for the incoming attack from the sand and leaf reserves, Asuma said while examining the holes the gunner made in the building. They are. The battle over the village will only intensify when the reinforcements get here. Taking back the Hokage Tower is going to be hell because of what they have done to it, Guy said. What do you mean? Asuma asked. The lookouts from the Hokage Mountain have seen the enemy putting up heavy defenses in, on, and around the tower. Sound are using said tower as a lookout point, so when help arrive we are going to push toward that point first. Beside, we can't let those sound bastards hold our capital building for long now, can we? Guy said, grinning. Tsunade, Jiraiya, Shizune, and Kakashi were looking out over the village from the top of the Hokage Mountain. Fire swelled up from every part of the village as they watched Sound forces slowly push the remaining Leaf Ninja into the caves that held the civilians. The Leaf Ninja maybe had one more day max before Sound pushed all Leaf Ninja into the caves. When are those reinforcements going to get here? Tsunade asked out loud. They should have been here 3 days ago. Jiraiya exclaimed, slamming his fist into the wall next to him. I'm sorry for what happened to your eye, Kakashi. Nobody thought that would happen, Shizune said. It's no problem. I still remember all the jutsu are copied with the eye, so I can still fight when I get better, Kakashi said reassuringly. That's good because we are going to need you if those sand and leaf reserves don't get here, Tsunade said growling, but then they heard it. Your reinforcements have arrived, people of Konoha. We are here to kill those sound bastards and retake your beloved village. Temari yelled over a speaker. Tsunade had a tear drip down her cheek from hearing that. We are here to kill those sound bastards and retake your beloved village. Temari said over the speaker. Cheers could be heard from all across the leaf lines as everyone looked up to the top of the mountain. Temari was standing behind Tsunade when she made the announcement. We can finally rest, Guy said, completely ignoring the order from over the intercom. Temari and the other ninja walked up to Tsunade and bowed their heads. Thank God you arrived. We were about to lose this battle, Tsunade said. We can tell. Naruto really did a number on you guys. We finally captured Gaara and we are now holding him in a cell especially for him. What will have us do? Temari said, bowing. Before Tsunade could give her an answer, Naruto's voice came onto the intercom. Fire your weapons. Throw your kunai. Make sure we kill every last one of those bastards for what they have done. Kill for your family. Kill for your comrades. Kill for your country. Do not let them push you back. I personally command it. Naruto yelled over the intercom. Cheers from the sound line erupted. From the top of the mountain they could see sound gunners and ninja throw and shoot kunai at the leaf ninja, with the leaf ninja throwing them back just as much. Jiraiya grabbed a pair of binoculars and looked at the top of the Hokage Tower. There stood Naruto with his Mangekyo Sharingan on, but there was a difference. There were 3 rings surrounding the pupil, going right through the wheel of the Mangekyo. Is that the Renegan? Jiraiya stuttered out, but he wasn't heard as Tsunade was talking to Temari. Charge your men down that mountain. Bring our reserves with you. Just kill those bastards. Tsunade yelled. Temari grinned. Her men were wanting some blood for a while now. Can do. Men. We are charging straight down this mountain and kill those sound bastards. Temari yelled, earning cheers from everyone. Charge. All the ninja atop the mountain ran down the mountain. When they were halfway down the mountain they were met by a barrage of kunai. What the fuck is going on? A sand ninja yelled. The sound ninja anticipated an attack such as this, so they put gunners on the roofs of buildings and started to spray the side of the mountain. Sand and leaf ninja fell from the mountain as they continued to charge down the mountain. Neji was on the roof of a building as the gunners across the street poured it onto them as they continued to spray their building. A sand ninja smashed into the ground next to him. Neji looked up to see more dead ninja falling. Neji looked over the edge of the wall to see a gunner propping his weapon on a pile of boxes high enough to point it up and spraying all over the side of the mountain. Tenten, give me some cover. You guys are on me. Neji ordered as he and 12 other ninja jumped to the other roof, with Tenten slinging all sorts of weapons at the windows below. Mid-flight 2 sound ninja threw kunai at them, hitting one and sending him through a window. Harden Spike no Jutsu. A sound ninja yelled and slammed his hands into the ground. Spikes shot out of the ground, impaling 6 of the ninja. Neji slid down one of the spikes and punched the one who did the jutsu in the face and following it up with her overpowered gentle fist to the heart. The other Leaf Ninja were finishing the other Sound Ninja off as Neji jumped into the fray. The two Sound Ninja left were killed, but they killed another Leaf Ninja. Neji turned to see the gunner pick the gun up and point it at them. Neji immediately started to rotate to block the attack. Once the barrage stopped, two more Leaf Ninja were ripped to pieces, but one slipped behind Neji when he did his rotation. Once clear, the remaining ninja jumped over Neji. Fire flash no jutsu. The ninja yelled and a quick spray of fire shot out of his mouth on a wide area. This caught the entire area on fire that a ninja jumped over to another roof that was being fought over. More than likely to stop the gunners that were spraying the ninja that were coming down the mountain. Temari saw the Leaf Ninja that were on the ground start to take out the gunners on the roofs of the buildings, but there were still a lot of them left, but there were still a lot of ninjas still coming over the mountain, so she would have to hit the ground running. Reinforcements have arrived a little over 2 weeks ago. Why haven't we gotten further than this? Kiba yelled. Shut up and get ready for the assault, because once we start there is no stopping until we have taken the Hokage Tower. A Sand Ninja beside him said. There was a tense moment as the Sand and Leaf Ninja waited for the whistle that signaled for them to advance. Kiba and several other ninja were hunkered in the bottom of a building ready to cross the street and take the buildings that surrounded the Hokage Tower. They have attacked these buildings twice before and failed. This time they were determined to take them. A loud whistle blew and everyone screamed as they jumped from their buildings or walls. Sound gunners fired up and hit the ninja advancing on them. Some brave ninja tried to jump to the roofs but were immediately cut down by gunners in the Hokage Tower that loomed in the background. A Leaf Ninja in front of Kiba smashed into the door, sending a Sound Ninja falling backwards. A kunai was immediately in his neck as the Sound Ninja dropped dead. Intense fighting engaged in the buildings over the next 30 minutes. The Sand and Leaf Ninja slowly pushed the Sound out of the buildings as Sound Ninja started to sprint back to the tower. Wait for the second whistle. Wait for it. A Leaf Ninja yelled when the whistle came. Attack. They had the tower surrounded and they were attacking it from all sides, but Sound had gunners placed in what seemed like all the windows and a rain of kunai shot from the tower. Still, the ninja continued on and several made it to the door. Kiba and Neji were one of the two that made it. Hey buddy, how is your vacation going? Kiba asked with the only light coming from the fire from the surrounding buildings. Cut that shit out and help us open this door, Neji said as he put another explosive tag on the door. The tag exploded and everyone rushed inside. They were met by Sound Ninja ready for a hand-to-hand combat fight. More Leaf and Sand Ninja entered the battle and more Sound Ninja began to run upstairs to better positions. The battle over the tower has only begun. Over the next couple of weeks the ninja pushed up the tower, floor by floor, clearing out every room. Gunners continue to shoot out of the windows that haven't been cleared, making it hard to bring reinforcements to the ninja inside. One room in particular surprised Kiba. Kiba entered a room by himself to see a gunner shooting out of the window. Kiba crept up behind the ninja while pulling out a kunai only for the gunner to swing the gun around smack him in the head. As Kiba got up he noticed that the gunner was the one from before. The one that shot Shikamaru. You. Kiba yelled. The Sound gunner seemed confused. What the fuck are you talking about? The Sound gunner asked. You are the one that shot my friend. Kiba yelled. You mean he isn't dead? Shit, I thought I killed him, the gunner said grinning. I'll kill you. Kiba screamed and charged the gunner. The Sound gunner dropped the weapon and pulled out a kunai to block the one that was sent for his face. As soon as the gunner blocked the kunai, Kiba slashed the gunner down his chest with his claws and followed it up with a swift kick to the head. This sent the gunner stumbling back and falling out the window. Kiba knew that he was dead because they were pretty far up in the tower. Nobody can survive a fall like that. You can breathe easy now, Shikamaru. I killed him, Kiba thought as he leaned against a wall. Kiba, we need your help over here. We need help opening up the Hokage's office. Neji said from the hall. Coming. Kiba yelled as he got up and ran out of the room. All the rookies, except for Shikamaru, were outside the office when Kiba arrived. Kiba, come over here and help us push. They must have barricaded themselves in here, Shino said. One last push. 1, 2, 3. Lee said as everyone pushed. The door smashed open to reveal nobody in the office. Everything looked the same as it did before the war until a voice came from behind the chair. Hello everyone. Nice to see you all again, the voice said as he turned around in the chair. Sitting in the chair sat none other than Naruto with his two dojutsus on and ready. "Na Naruto-kun," Tenten stuttered out. Everyone was flabbergasted. "If you really wish to face me, then fight your way to the top of the tower. There is where we will fight. You have 15 minutes or I'll leave," Naruto said emotionlessly before puffing into smoke. The rookies stood there for another minute before turning and fighting as hard as they could to get to the top of the tower. "Keep going. We only got 15 minutes or we will miss our chance," Sakura screamed as she punched another sound ninja in the face. Most of the ninja they just passed and left them to engage other leaf ninja that were close behind. "One more minute," Choji yelled as they were running up the staircase to the roof. 5 seconds, Sakura said as kicked the last sound ninja out of the way. Hinata grabbed the door handle and threw the door open. What they saw angered some and saddened others to the core. "Where is he?" Sakura asked out loud. They were told to meet Naruto on the roof of the Hokage Tower in 15 minutes so the rookies could finally confront Naruto together. Are we too late?" Hinata asked. "No. Just in time. If you were a second late I would be gone," Naruto said as he swirled into existence. The rookies knew that trying to talk Naruto into coming back was impossible, so the only thing left was by force. "So, you have matured from your younger selves. Good. They were starting to annoy me," Naruto said emotionlessly as his Mangekyo Sharingan and Renegan swirled into existence. "What do you mean? Are you saying I was immature?" Kiba yelled. "Of course you were. You all were. Trying to make me return to the very place that destroyed me on the inside. Why do you continue to chase after me?" Naruto asked. The rookies were silent for a while as they contemplated what to say. "We are your friends, Naruto. We all have strong bonds that are connected to you. They will never be broken as long as we continue to fight to get you back," Neji said over the sound of battle underneath them. "Then I will break those bonds here and now," Naruto said. "You are coming back with us whether you like it or not." Kiba shouted and dashed for Naruto. "Kiba, wait!" Ino shouted, but it was too late. Kiba was set on shedding Naruto's blood all over the roof of the tower to make him come. Kiba made it halfway before Naruto lifted a single hand sign and a cage bush and shot towards Kiba. Both the clone and Kiba pulled a kunai and smashed into each other. While the clone and Kiba struggled for dominance, Naruto decided to ask a question. "Where is Akamaru?" Naruto asked out of curiosity. "Somewhere fighting in the buildings below. I ran ahead and he is probably making his way here right now," Kiba said, grinning. "Interesting," Naruto said before another clone shot towards Kiba. Lee went to Kiba's aid and punched the clone before it could do any damage while Neji used his gentle fist to make the other clone puff away. Choji turned into a giant boulder and sped toward Naruto. Naruto never moved as a ink lion tackled Choji off the side of the tower. "Choji," Ino said, running over to the edge where Choji flew off. Choji smashed into the ground, but the jutsu took the blunt of the attack, leaving Choji unconscious on the ground. Everyone turned to the source of the attack to see Sai smiling his famous fake smile. "Sai, what are you doing?" Ino asked. Sai walked over in front of Naruto and got into a defensive position. "I will serve Naruto-sama until the very end," Sai said emotionlessly. "You were a spy this entire time. You betrayed us to go with Naruto," Lee screamed. Sai said nothing as Lee and Kiba, being the hotheads of the group, charged him. Sai managed to make 3 ink tigers which met the 2 ninja halfway but were quickly destroyed. Naruto watched on with curiosity with his white cloak waving in the wind. Lee smashed into Sai with such tremendous force that it made Tsunade shiver. The kick must have broken his arm, with Kiba following it with a punch to the stomach. Neji joined the slaughter with a swift gentle fist, all of his major chakra points. Sai dropped to the ground unconscious. Neji, Lee, and Kiba looked Naruto straight in the eye with the intent to kill. "You're next," Kiba said bluntly. Naruto raised his hand so that his hand was ready to catch anything that was sent at him while his other hand lay limp at his side. This must have been a signal for the rookies to attack because every one of them sprinted at Naruto. Naruto ducked under the round-the-house Lee sent him and moved to the left from the kunai Tenten threw. Ino tried to use her mind transfer jutsu but was quickly cut down by the Mangekyo Sharingan. Sakura sent one of her chakra-enhanced punches but was dodged yet again by Naruto. Naruto jumped back to get a better view of things. Grand Fireball no Jutsu, Naruto said and outshot an enormous black fireball. Everyone managed to dodge the attack, but the fireball exploded in the center of them all and made Hinata and Ino smash into the wall. 3 down, Naruto said while looking at the rest of the rookies, 6 to go. We need Shikamaru so we can formulate a strategy, Lee said as he caught his breath. Just after Lee said that Shino burst into bugs only to appear behind Naruto. This is the end, Shino said as the lower part of Naruto was engulfed in chakra-eating bugs. Naruto never flinched as he let the bugs try and suck his chakra. Shino's bugs began to fall dead. What are you doing? Shino shouted. Your bugs tried to eat my demon chakra. They died from eating it, Naruto said from behind Shino with red lightning shooting all over his body. As soon as Shino turned to face Naruto, Naruto had a lightning-enhanced punch in his face. Shino went skidding across the ground and stopped next to Ino. 4 down, 5 to go, Naruto said looking at the remaining ninja. They have seemed to come up with a plan. Neji and Lee ran forwards at the same time from the left and right. Neji slid underneath while Lee tried for another round-the-house kick. Naruto jumped in the middle of them, barely missing their attacks, but Sakura was coming up with another chakra-enhanced punch. Naruto landed on the ground and charged lightning into his hand. Naruto held up his hand in Sakura's direction and red lightning shot across the ground. Sakura was hit directly and she fell to the floor of the roof, unconscious. Tenten jumped up into the air with spiraling scrolls around her. Rising twin dragons. Tenten yelled as she started to throw all she had at Naruto. Naruto didn't move as the weapons descended upon him. You're going to die if you stay there, Neji said, reaching out a hand, but was amazed at what happened next. The weapons simply bounced off of what seemed to be an invisible wall. The weapons continued to hit the invisible wall as Tenten finally stopped her attack. Naruto stood around a large pile of weapons and virtually unscathed. How? Tenten stuttered out as she looked on in awe. Lee and Neji took no time in attacking him as they both tried attacking him from both his flanks. Naruto ducked and grabbed a staff that was on the ground to hit both ninja on the back of the necks, knocking him out. Kiba was next as Naruto trapped him in a genjutsu. Naruto walked over to Kiba and knocked him out with a simple push on a pressure point. Naruto then turned to Tenten, who was scared under his gaze. Tenten was the last one left as Naruto walked over to her. Tenten didn't move an inch as Naruto stopped right in front of her. Tenten, I know what you think of me. It won't work out, sorry, Naruto said emotionlessly. Tenten's eyes widened at this. How did he know? As Naruto turned to take his leave, Tenten grabbed his arm and spun him around. Naruto was mildly surprised at this, but what happened next was a complete surprise. Tenten smashed her lips against his. Naruto didn't move, his mouth hung open as Tenten explored his mouth with her tongue. This has never happened before. I must end this before it begins, Naruto thought as he pulled away from Tenten. She seemed broken as a clone puffed behind her. She never noticed the clone being made. I told you, Tenten, that it won't work. I hold no feelings for you. Go back to your friends and be happy, Naruto said as the clone knocked her out. She fell to the ground as the clone disappeared. Just then Guy and several other ninja entered the roof through the door. Naruto, hold it right there, Guy said, but all Naruto did was grin and jump off the roof. Guy ran to the side of the roof, but Naruto was nowhere in sight. Damn, he's quick, Guy thought as he looked over all the rookies that fought Naruto. All have been knocked out, so none of them were dead. Guy sighed. Get these ninja to a medical station ASAP, Guy ordered the ninja that were with him. The ninja nodded and started to pick him up. Naruto jumped from roof to roof, getting further away from the tower. 3 honor guards jumped next to him. Naruto held no feelings for Tenten, Hinata, or Sakura, but it seems that Hinata, Sakura, and Tenten held feelings for him. Naruto shook his head. Now Naruto knew what Sasuke went through. Is your mission complete? The honor guard asked. Mission complete. They are stronger than expected. Maybe 2 of them take down one of you at this point, Naruto said, grinning. That will never happen because we will continue to train to protect you, Leader Sama, the honor guard said. Good. Now, let's get back to sound. We have a lot of work to do, Naruto said as they neared the wall that circled the entire village. What about the men here? The honor guard asked. Let them defend what is left. When about to lose, make them pull out. This tactic should anger the enemy, Naruto said as they landed on the wall only for them to stop. Hello Dobe, Sasuke said with his Sharingan spinning to life. Naruto said nothing in return, as he looked emotionlessly into Sasuke's eyes. Naruto still had his dojutsu on from the fight with the rookies. Where did you get those eyes? Sasuke demanded. Why does Naruto get all the high-powered jutsus? A friend, Naruto replied as he eyed the three people behind Sasuke. Sasuke and Naruto stared at each other for what seemed like hours until Sasuke made the first move. Sasuke quickly pulled his sword out and charged it with lightning as he sped toward Naruto. Sasuke teammates attacked the three honor guards that were flanking him so that they would not get in the way of the battle. Little did they know that Naruto was in a hurry and had to make this confrontation quick until an idea struck. Sasuke jabbed his sword at Naruto, only for the white cloak ninja to avoid the attack. Naruto charged red lightning into his hand and grabbed the back of the sword. Naruto quickly pulled the sword away from Sasuke and tossed it deep within the concrete of the wall. Naruto quickly punched Sasuke in the gut with his lightning-infused fist, sending him into the wall. Sasuke began to slide down the wall, but Naruto grabbed Sasuke by the neck and slid him back up to eye level. Now doesn't this seem familiar? Naruto said emotionlessly as he looked Sasuke in the eye. I'm going to tell you a little secret, Sasuke, Naruto whispered into Sasuke's ear. The lightning must still have Sasuke paralyzed. What secret? Sasuke asked. About the Uchiha massacre, Naruto whispered. I know what happened. You and my brother killed our entire clan just to test your strength. Sasuke shouted. That's only half true, team, Naruto said. What else is missing? What else could I have possibly looked over? Sasuke asked, getting angrier by the second. You know I have a special Sharingan, unlike any others. My Sharingan has the ability to brainwash one other clan member that also holds the Sharingan. I chose your brother to have by my side, Naruto whispered, grinning evilly. Sasuke had a look of shock on his face. So, you did this to my brother. To our clan. This is all your fault. This entire time I thought you and Itachi worked together on all this, but you were the mastermind behind it all. Sasuke whispered but slowly got louder as he spoke. Sasuke now thinks Naruto is to blame for all of his suffering, just as Naruto planned. In that case then, I will save my brother by killing you. Sasuke shouted. Another time, Sasuke. I have urgent business to attend to. Good luck in killing me, Naruto said before punching Sasuke hard enough in the stomach to knock him out. Naruto turned to his honor guards waiting patiently by the edge. What would I do without you guys? Naruto said as the four cloaked men jumped into the trees. The battle over Konoha lasted another 3 months after the fight between Naruto and the rookies. Sai was locked in jail for treason against his village. After Sound pulled out of Konoha, the villagers of the went back to their homes only to find over half the village was destroyed. Dead bodies lay on the side of streets and fires burned out of control all around the village. Most head clans were furious to find out that Sound used their compound for positions to kill other Leaf Ninja. Most of these compounds had traps inside, but they were unable to activate them because of the surprise attack. In turn, Sound Ninja and gunners made great use of these traps and activated them while they were retreating or defending. The damage to the village was enormous, and the ninja and villages vowed to not stop this war until the Sound village was wiped off the map. Stone and Water were in a similar predicament. Stone Ninja and villages want the Sound dead because they blew up half of their capital and fighting destroyed the rest of the city. Water did several uprisings but were crushed by Sound Ninja. Water finally got reinforcements from Lightning and took their capital back from Sound, but fighting over their capital was fierce and Sound finally retreated, but not after leaving them a present. Sound released a virus that ate away at your chakra system until there was nothing left. All the men and women that had chakra died from the virus. Lightning were more sympathetic toward Sound because Sound never really made any fatal blows to them. At this time Sand, Stone, and Leaf Ninja were fighting against Rain and Sound Ninja in Rain's capital. Man, does it ever stop raining? One Stone Ninja asked as 20 Stone Ninja walked down a seemingly empty street. Most advances were like this because Rain used up all their ninja in advancing and are left with hardly any ninja. Most of what they would find would be a large group of Rain Ninja huddled up in a strong point of, if they were really unlucky, a group of Sound Ninja. It's called Rain Village for a reason. Get used to it or those Leaf Ninja might get to the tower first, said another ninja as they turned a corner. As soon as all of the ninja made it into the street, windows from the buildings behind them busted open and kunai started to whiz out of them. 6 stone ninja dropped to the ground dead as the rest took cover behind anything they could find. 7 were hiding behind cover in the streets as the rest were split between the 2 flanking houses. Are they sound or rain, and how many are there? Asked the commander of the group. 1 ninja peeked around the corner only for a single kunai to smash into his face. Well, we know there is 1 sound ninja up there, the commander muttered. Throw a smoke tag and get ready. The commander shouted. 3 ninja tossed smoke tags at the building. Smoke flared up in between the 2 opposing forces. Go now, the commander shouted. All the rest of the ninja dashed toward the building. Gunners started to fire as the stone ninja ran through the smoke. Only 1 stone ninja dropped as they ran toward the building through the smoke. Must be rain ninja. Sound ninja would have killed more than just that, the commander thought as a ninja in front of him tackled a rain ninja through the window. Everyone followed his lead and started diving through the windows. The fight took under 5 minutes because there were only 4 rain ninja downstairs. Where is that sound ninja you said there was? Asked a green as grass ninja. Probably upstairs, along with several other rain ninja, the commander said. Well, let's go get him then. I heard they were some tough son of a bitches and I want a piece of that, the green ninja said confidently. Look son, those guys we been fight aren't nothing compared to the sound ninja. While I was fighting in our capital, the kill to death ratio was enormous. Even in all the other nations the kill to death ratio was in sound's favor. So let's be safe and just bomb the building down, a veteran ninja said, getting a nod from the commander. Even though the commander hasn't yet fought a sound ninja, he trusts his veteran ninja when they tell him about them. I think I can take them, the ninja said again. Look boy, if you want to go up there and fight them that's fine by me, but if you die then it's not my fault, the commander said. Fine. I'll show you what a true stone ninja can do, the ninja said as he walked up the stairs. As the overconfident ninja rounded the corner, the commander and the veteran ninja watched as he snuck down the hall. Explosives ready, a ninja whispered from the bottom of the stairs. Roger that. Be right down, the commander whispered back, returning his gaze to the stupid ninja. The ninja walked up to a door where he believed the sound ninja was in and went to kick it down only for a flurry of kunai to fly through the door. The stone ninja hit the other side of the hall with at least 10 kunai sticking out of him. The door that he was about to kick down was kicked down by the sound ninja and said door smashed into the stupid stone ninja. As the door started to fall back, the sound gunner looked through the holes made by the kunai to find that he indeed hit an enemy ninja. The sound ninja kicked the door back into the ninja's face and slammed an explosive tag onto it and jumped back into the room he was in. The explosion ripped the door and the overly killed ninja to shreds. And that is why we avoid sound ninja, the veteran ninja whispered as they walked down the stairs and out the building. The stone ninja slid across the side of the build and burst into a run. The commander turned around to find the sound ninja and an RSF ninja jump out the window just in time. The 2 ninja dashed down the street toward safety. Damn, those sound ninja are smart, the commander said as they walked back to the destroyed building. And brutal, the veteran ninja said. You think that the rain tower will be full of them? Asked a young ninja that wasn't overconfident. Stock full of them and rain ninja. Haven't you heard about when Leaf tried to retake their tower? It took them 2 fucking weeks to clear theirs. We didn't even get the chance to clear out ours because it's gone. The veteran ninja said. At least they have a tower, the commander grumbled as they looked through the rubble for anything they could use. There might not be many ninja here, but the size of the village is huge, making for great hiding spots for gunners and for other sorts of traps. There might be a strong point here and there, but for the most part the village was clear near the outskirts. The center of the village was where all the hectic fighting was going on. Sand and Leaf ninja were fighting for every block as they got closer to the tower at the center of the village. Stone ninja were further out on the northern end of the village, while Sand and Leaf ninja were engaging the tougher forces near the center of the village. We better get moving, men. We still need to catch up to the other villages or we won't get to fight for the tower, the commander shouted as they continued to run down the road toward the tower. As long as this fucking rain stops. It hasn't stopped raining since we entered their border, a ninja muttered as they ran off into the distance to fight the remaining forces that were held up in and around the tower at the center of the village. Nagato was looking out the window of his office as he watched his troops get pushed back toward the tower. Naruto sent a small amount of ninja to help in stopping the advance, but it was too late. Both Nagato and Naruto knew this, but they continued to struggle even in the face of certain defeat. It was part of the condition that he and his people agreed upon before entering the war. They all knew the consequences before entering the war on Naruto's side, and now the people of Rain are willing to accept it. So, this is what it came to, Nagato said before sitting in his chair and sighing. I wonder what the Akatsuki are up to. Nagato asked out loud before he sensed several familiar chakra signatures approaching his office. The door to his office opened to reveal the remaining Akatsuki members standing in front of him. Hello Nagato, Madara said smiling. Hello everyone. Why you all here? Last time we met we were against each other. Nagato asked curiously. We have given up on collecting all the Bayu. Ever since Naruto absorbed Kyuubi it makes it impossible for us to complete our mission, Konan said. So why are you all here? My village is on the breaking point of losing this war. Coming here was a waste of your time, Nagato said while turning in his chair and looking out the window. We have come here to join the Yoinokuchi, Hadden said. Nagato was shocked. Why were all his old teammates joining him now? They were losing the war. Why join us now? We are on the brink of losing this war. There is no point in joining the fight now, Nagato said curiously. Because of one of the most powerful organizations, besides yours, in the world, and we have no point anymore. We made a vote on whether to join you and Naruto or continue to find the Bayu. We decided to join you and Naruto in fight for what is left of your villages, Madara said. Do you know of the sacred condition that you must uphold? Nagato asked. Yes, we were there when Naruto gave his speech. He quite a way with words, Konan said smiling. Nagato grinned. Well, you might want to go to Sound and ask Naruto. He is the leader of the organization. Plus there is no point in staying here. My village is about to be captured by the enemy, Nagato said. I wish we could help more. Are you escaping the village? Konan asked. That's fine, and no, I will be staying here. My place is with my people. If they suffer and die then I will suffer and die with them, Nagato said sadly. You will always be remembered, my old friend, Madara said walking up to Nagato and holding out his hand. Nagato took the hand and firmly shook it. The former Akatsuki exited the office via window and headed to Sound where they would meet Naruto. Nagato watched as the group speed off into the distance. There they go. I hope they survive the war. Wait, where's Konan? Nagato thought as turned around. A figure began to form out of paper in the center of the room. Konan, now fully intact, was now standing in front of Nagato. Why are you here and why do you have a white cloak? Nagato asked. I have always been in Naruto's organization. I was used as a spy for Naruto's organization to keep an eye out for the organization. I was one of the first people to join, after Itachi of course, Konan said smiling. But why are you here? Nagato pressed. Since the beginning I have always been with you and that is the way it is going to end. Us fighting for our nation to our dying breath, Konan said with a sad smile. Thank you, Konan, Nagato said smiling a sad smile. Thank you Naruto for what you have done. I hope to see you in the afterlife, Nagato thought as he looked out his window and into the stormy sky. Naruto was standing on roof of his Otokage Tower mansion. The rain was falling heavily as the raindrops hit his face as he looked up into the sky. I will see you again Nagato. I guarantee it, Naruto thought as the ninja below readied themselves for the attack on their capital. How long have we been searching for this village? And how is our boys doing in Rain? A sand ninja asked as they stumbled through the woods of Sound. A little over a week. We were finally able to take the tower. Rain's leader went down with a fight though. He killed so many of our men. The sand ninja replied. Currently a group of 4 sand ninja were on a patrol to search for the Sound capital. There have been reports of gunners hiding in the thick woods around this area, so they were sent to check it out. We're able to see what happened to the people of Waterfall and Swamp. They were massacred. A third ninja exclaimed. Yeah, I saw it. It was horrible what those Sound bastards did to them. They are going to pay dearly for that, the first ninja said while balling his hand into a fist. While pushing the Sound back through Waterfall and Swamp, they were met by the worst sight in their lives. The people were massacred in all ways possible. I personally asked a civilian of Waterfall what they did to them. She said. Flashback. They did everything you could think of, the women said as they continued to walk toward the city hall. Even rape. The Sand Ninja asked. No, they didn't do any of that. One ninja was about to but was stopped by a blonde ninja wearing a white cloak. He said it was unacceptable to do any of that and the Sound Ninja that were about to do the deed stopped and nodded. He is truly a man of power, the women said looking into the sky. The Sand Ninja replied as they continued to walk toward the center of the town. End flashback. Wow, so Naruto said not to do anything of that caliber. Well, at least he has some decency, the second Sand Ninja said as they stopped at the edge of a cliff. The cliff was high as they looked up to the top. Go up or walk around? The fourth ninja asked. Up. Let's get a better vantage point, the first ninja said as they started to run up the side of the cliff only for their chakra to disappear from their feet. The ninja didn't get very far up, so when they landed they didn't get that hurt. The third ninja scratched the back of his head as he looked at the top of the cliff. Well, that's weird. Chakra eaters, the third ninja said before walking up to the cliff and tapping it. Indeed, the side of the cliff ate his chakra like candy. There is something here. We better check it out, the first ninja said as they walked around the edge of the cliff. They circled the cliff halfway until they came to a walkway going up into the cliff. I was rather big, but what really caught their eye was the two honor guards guarding the entrance. There seemed to be a genjutsu covering the entire cliff. There is a genjutsu on the top of the cliff. Kai, the Sand Ninja whispered in unison. When the genjutsu disappeared, their eyes nearly popped out of their heads. At the top of the cliff, a wall as big as Konoha's stood to block anybody with large enough chakra reserves to make it up the chakra-eating cliff. The entrance was just like Konoha's, except the walkway went straight up with cliffs and walls on each side looking down at the walkway until you finally came to the gate. Atop the cliffs were walls, towers, and gunners watching all angles for any advance, with the two honor guards standing just within their firing range for added support. The entrance was much like a U, with the gate being the inside and bottom of the letter. Wow, was the only thing they could say as they looked at the massive defense. This is going to be tough taking Sound's village, the first ninja said. And I wouldn't doubt that those walls have the chakra-eating mineral as the cliffs, the fourth ninja said. They continued to bicker on about the defense Sound has put up until they noticed that the honor guards were looking directly at them. Oh shit, said the third said looking at the rest of the ninja that were with him only to see that the second ninja wasn't there. Hey, where is Rajon? The third ninja asked while looking around. He turned around to see Rajon hauling ass away from the village. See you all later, Rajon shouted as he ran off into the distance. You ass, they said as they ran after him. The two honor guards only watched as the four ninja ran away. Mission complete, Leader Sama, they said in unison over their headsets. Good work. At the rate they were going, they would have never discovered our capital, Naruto's voice said over the headset. The two honor guards disappeared without a trace from their sights to rejoin the others inside the wall. So that's where it was, Tsunade said as she looked at a map of Sound in her office. The village is enormous, Shizune said standing next to her sensei. Fighting over this village is going to be fierce. They pulled all troops back into their capital. If only we could make up a peace treaty with them. You know that is impossible. The people of all the nations in the world have suffered too much for us to back out now. They are going to want Naruto dead because of the long years of war that he has bestowed upon him, Tsunade said frowning. What was Naruto's reason for starting this war? Shizune asked. I don't know, and I doubt that we will ever know, Tsunade said frowning deeper than she already was. Why did Naruto start this meaningless war anyways? Tsunade was snapped out of her thinking when a knock at the door echoed through the room. Come in, Tsunade said as the door opened. Ah, Awakage. Thank you for stopping in as planned. The other cages should be here shortly, Tsunade said. It's my pleasure. It seems that Sound did a number on both our villages, the Awakage said shaking his long-time rival's hand. Yes they did, Tsunade said standing up. This will be new chapter in the book of the world. Every ninja village gathering around a friendly table to talk of peace. A new era of peace is dawning, the Awakage said smiling. Is everyone ready? Good, because the first assault is beginning shortly, a Leaf Squad leader said to his team, as they got ready for the first assault on the Sound's capital. It was in the middle of the day and the rain was pouring down hard. Most of the ninja there had mud all over their faces and clothes. All the ninjas from all over the world were here. Leaf, stone, sand, water, lightning, bird, grass, snow, swamp, waterfall, everyone was there to stop the vicious Sound Nation from taking over the world. As long as it's not as hard as fighting that pain guy in Rain. That bitch was hard, said as they awaited the whistle for the charge. That was Rain's leader, and yes, he was hard, but now think of how hard those sound ninja were. Now think of a village 5 times bigger than Rain, chock full of them, and that's not even counting the rest of the Yoinokuchi organization and their leader, the squad captain said. All the ninja that were with him paled. Those several sound ninja that they did see in Rain fought until the death. Not one sound ninja in that wet village surrendered after the body count was tallied up. Most of the battles that involved sound, the end result were in their favor, but with the rest of the world attacking them at once, sound couldn't get the manpower to hold all of its fronts. This is why they retreated to their capital, so they could condense its forces in one spot. We are going to die, said one of the other ninja. As soon as he said those words, a whistle blew as it echoed throughout the forest. Battle's cries blasted the forest as they charges across the open valley to the cliff. The sound cleared a valley around their capital's cliff so they could get a clear line of sight at their attackers. They cut it down maybe 3 days before the allies bunkered in the tree line. Kunai started to land all around them as more and more ninja dropped dead on the ground. Some of the kunai had explosive tags attached to them, making the charge all the more hectic. As the squad commander was 3/4 of the way there, he turned to see all of the men following him were dead. He turned to see a single gunner looking at him with gun pointed right at his face. The captain dropped to his knees and waited for his death. The gunner fired a short burst that smacked the leaf captain back with 5 kunai stuck into him. He was dead before he hit the ground. Good job, my elite gunners. You are truly a force to be reckoned with. Keep up the good work and eventually they will give up and go home. Long live sound, Naruto shouted over the intercom. All the ninja cheered as they readied themselves for the next assault. All the civilians were in caves under the village. Most civilians of sound were treated horribly by the ninja, but surprisingly when they were told that they were monsters they simply smiled a sad smile and accepted their treatment. They think they can still win this war. At least their morale is still high, Naruto thought as he put down the microphone and walked back outside onto the roof to watch the next attack. Get ready for the next assault, shouted the commander for the center section. Damn it, this is the 7th time we have assaulted them and they are still holding. Kiba shouted to his friends. All the rookies are being sent in this time and they are bound determined to take the gate. This fucking rain is just making it worse. I can hardly hear the person next to me. Shikamaru shouted back as the rain seemed to be getting heavier. A whistle blew signaling the start of the 7th assault. Everyone started to sprint toward the gate as the hail of kunai started to hit all around them. The ninja charging started to throw kunai at the gunners, only for most of the kunai to miss. The gunners were well entrenched on the wall and on the road leading up to the gate. Tenten threw an explosive tag that hit a sandbag wall that was in front of the gate. The gunner was sent flying back by the explosion and hit another gunner. Good throw, Neji yelled as they hit the first sandbag wall. The sound ninja on the other side of the sandbags grabbed the guns and started to run for their second wall, but ninja started to throw anything pointy at them to kill them where they stand. Most of the gunners that were fleeing were killed while some made it to the wall. The gunners in the towers were relentless and continued to fire everything they had at the advancing ninja that were coming to reinforce the ninja that were already at the first wall. At least we have cover, Ino shouted over the sound of battle. Kabuto's propaganda was blaring over the intercom still. They could hear him all the way out in the woods. Keep going. Don't stop until we make it to the gate. The Neji shouted as the rookies and all the ninja that made it to the wall jumped over their cover and dashed to the second wall. The remaining gunners sprayed from the third wall that was behind them as the sound ninja behind the second wall jumped over theirs and met the mixed ninja halfway. The battle was short as the sound ninja were outnumbered 10-1. The attacking ninja took cover behind the second wall. The sound ninja in the side walls fired up at the ninja that were on the road. Get going. They are aiming for us now. Guy yelled as his team just made it to the second wall, but he didn't stop. Guy jumped over the wall and charged the final wall. His men followed his lead as they jumped over the wall with him. All the other ninjas soon jumped over the wall and charged the final wall before the gunner could shoot. As soon as Guy and all the ninja hopped over the wall, gunners on top of the gate opened up. This surprised the attacking ninja greatly. Where are all these gunners coming from? Joji yelled as they finally made it to the final wall. More ninja continued to stream in from the forest as the 7th assault seemed to be working. The towers continued to shoot at the ninja running out of the forest, but there were just too many. The sound gunners that were between the mixed ninja and the gate were killed as the ninja by the gate hunkered down behind the sandbags next to the gate. Neji, Kiba, Ino. Look for a way to open this door. We will hold them off. Guy shouted as a kunai hit the sandbag near his head. Guy grabbed the kunai and threw it back. The three ninja looked all over the wall and gate to find an opening. Finally, Ino found one. Hey guys. Over here. Ino shouted. The two ninja ran over to where Ino was and saw a sewer hole, only it wasn't a sewer. The top blended in well with its surroundings, but the rain must have compromised its location. The three ninja grabbed a side of the lid and tried opening it. It was heavy and hard to put your fingers around, but they managed to open it. Inside there was a ladder that led down a pipe toward the bottom. Neji turned his dojutsu on and looked down the hole. What do you see? Kiba asked. Nothing. There are chakra suppressors all over the place, just like on the walls, Neji replied. Then I'll go first, Kiba said as he jumped down the hole. Ino and Neji sighed and followed his lead. Once they were at the bottom, they followed the hallway down to a metal door. Neji put his ear on the door to listen for any voices. Have you found a way to open this damn gate? Guy's voice shouted over their wireless headsets. Neji rubbed his ear, forgetting that he had it on. We are still trying, hold for a little longer, Neji whispered back. You better hurry up because all of our men are getting killed. Guy shouted back as Guy's voice went dead. Neji turned around to see Kiba ramming the door down. Neji shook his head and followed Kiba and Ino into the room. Inside there was an unconscious honor guard on the floor with a heavy metal door lying next to him. Good shit, Kiba, Ino said, patting Kiba on the back. Neji quickly killed him and found a switch on the wall. Neji pulled the switch to see what would happen. Good work, guys. The gate is open. Now, get your asses up here and help us clear the entrance. Guy shouted as the gate continued to slowly open. Neji, Ino, and Kiba saw a ladder in the room that led up to the surface. They quickly jumped onto the ladder and dashed up it. The lid was quickly pushed off as they jumped out of the hole. They were on the other side of the wall. Guy and several men ran in through the gate but stopped when they made it halfway into the gate. Naruto was standing there with his hat and white cloak on, with several sound ninja behind him and two honor guards flanking him. Naruto lifted up his hat enough for the allied ninja to see his face. Naruto had a big grin on his face. Naruto, you bastard. I'll kill you, Kiba shouted as he started to charge again but stopped when he saw what was in Naruto's hand. Naruto held an invisible wire that led all the way to the road that led to the gate. He followed the wire until it split up into thousands of separate wires. The wires were connected to something under the mud. As a random bird ninja stepped on the spot, mud was kicked off an explosive tag. Don't do it, Kiba shouted, but it was too late. Naruto yanked the wire, sending a shock wave that made the mixed ninja that were inside the gate fly into the air. The allied ninja inside the gate went skidding across the ground, stopping several feet in front of the defending ninja. Allied ninja that were approaching the road were sent backwards from the enormous blast. Guy shakily stood up to see the extent of the damage. All the advancing ninja that were on the road were blown to nothing but pieces of flesh. The ground was charred to the looks of hell. Body parts of all kinds strayed across the ground and the side of the walls. The reinforcements that were coming to support the first wave was blown back a couple feet by the enormous blast. The gunners on the wall and towers stopped as the blast rocked their fortifications. Even the sound ninja behind Naruto stumbled at their positions, and some even falling over while Naruto stood stock still with a emotionless face planted on. Guy returned his gaze to Naruto. You bastard. You will pay for the death of all those ninja, Guy shouted as he stumbled to get to his feet. Naruto smiled at Guy as the rest of the ninja started to get to their feet as well. Intended. I hope to see everyone at the tower in one piece, Naruto said as he started to walk away into the crowd of sound ninja with the two honor guards close on his heels. Now there are plenty of ninja that made it inside the gate before the blast, so their numbers were equal to sounds that were inside the gate. Not good. All right guys. Hold this gate until the other ninja catch up. Nobody falls back, a commander shouted. The sound ninja charged the now defending ninja as they desperately tried to push back the intruding ninja. Come on guys. While the gunners are quiet. Get up that road and help out the ninja that are still alive, Asuma yelled as him and his men were the first to get up and charge up the road. The gunners were still disoriented when Asuma and his men ran past the first tower and up the road. Finally they made it to the battle that was raging on at the entrance of the gate. Just as Asuma made it to the gate, could hear the gunners start up the shooting. "Hope you guys make it up here all right," Asuma thought as he ran up to Guy and killed the ninja that was about to attack him. "How nice of you to show up," Guy shouted as he kicked another ninja out of the way. "Had a little fire to deal with. What are your orders?" Asuma asked as he slashed at a sound ninja only for the ninja to block him with a kunai. Asuma pushed the sound ninja back into the crowd as he listened to Guy's orders. "Take Shikamaru, Choji, and Hinata and start clearing the western wall and tower. Bring some men with you for support. When Kurenai gets up here they will take the east. Get moving," Guy yelled back as he jumped back into the fight. As Naruto walked down the main street back to the Otokage Tower, many sound ninja were running to the battle at the gate or preparing defenses if the ninja broke through. Naruto was looking at the ground as he walked past that ninja running the opposite way. So, this is the beginning of the end, Naruto thought as he continued on his way. It has been a long and grueling 5 months, but the allied ninja were finally able to push the sound ninja back to the buildings surrounding the sound tower mansion. Many ninja have died due to fierce resistance from the sound defenders. Once asked why they fight for a hopeless cause, they were given this: "Because we are the Lamb." This confused the allied ninja when they asked, but thought nothing of it and continued on their way. They thought it was fear of them simply killing them once they surrendered, which were right. There were no surrendering sound ninja, but not because of what they thought. "We are almost there, Ino. One last push and we will finish this war," Lee said, patting Ino on the back. Morale among the allied ninja was high as they were about to make the final push to the tower. They would be the reinforcements to the men that were already fighting in the enormous courtyard. The rookies were all in same squad again due to their perfect teamwork and good success rate in the battle. A whistle blew signaling for the reinforcements to advance and help the first wave. As they ran across the street they had to jump over many dead ninja that were hit by gunners. "Let's go up the side and to roof," Neji yelled as they started to run up the side of the building to the roof. Once they made it to the top of the roof they walked over to the edge of the building and looked out over the courtyard. They were standing on what seemed to be the building directly across from the tower. An enormous battle was raging on in the courtyard, stretching from one corner to the other. More allied ninja started to stream out of the buildings because they knew if they were at an even match with sound that sound would prevail. Thus the allied ninja choose quantity over quality. "This battle will costly," Shikamaru said gravely. "Look," Sakura shouted pointing to the roof of the Otokage Tower. "It's Naruto," Tenten said as they all looked up at Naruto, who was looking straight back at them. Even at this distance they could make all his features put. Naruto continued to stare back at the rookies with the battle continuing between them until he smiled, a true smile, and reached his hand out to them. The rookies took this as a signal to fight their way to him and up the tower, and so they did. The rookies jumped off the roof and straight into the fight. The rookies stuck together as they fought their way through the moss pit to their objective, Naruto. Naruto lowered his arm and watched as the battle below him intensified as more ninja on both sides joined the fray. The gunners in the tower decided not to shoot until their comrades were in full retreat. "Should we go help?" Haku asked from behind the Otokage. "Yes. Go and help all the ninja that are growing desperate," Naruto said as he pointed out to the battle. All the white cloak ninja jumped off the building and into the fray except one. "That means you too, Itachi," Naruto said turning around. Itachi walked up to Naruto and hugged him. "Good luck," Itachi said before jumping off the edge of the building with the rest of highly elite ninja. Naruto turned his attention back to the battle. "Don't worry, Itachi. Keep it to yourself, my only friend," Naruto whispered as he watched the engagement rage on. "That motherfucker. I will kill that bastard," said a shadowy figure from atop a building further to the side of the tower. There were 4 figures there with black cloaks and hoods as their attire. The 4 ninja jumped off the edge, started to fight their way to the tower. They were killing any ninja that stood in their way, but sound ninja in particular. The rookies finally made it the long staircase that led up to the large door, which was open. The tower seemed full of only honor guards, making their fight even harder. But, as they were approaching the honor guards, the red cloak ninja didn't fight them. The 4 ninja simply moved out of the way to allow them to enter. "What are they planning?" Shikamaru whispered as they ran by the first set of honor guards. They passed many more honor guards, but they too simply moved out of the way to allow them to travel to the roof. They came upon a door that led to the next floor. Kiba, being the hothead that he is, rammed the door down. The room they entered was huge. It was basically just like the Hokage office except 10 times bigger. On the other side of the room there was another door, which more than likely led to the roof. The rookies sprinted to the other side of the room and slammed this door down just as hard as the other door before it. The light shined through the door, which blinded the rookies as they slowly walked out the door. Once the blindness was gone, they looked out to the other side of the roof. The ninja on the other side of the roof had a white cloak with black clouds stitched across it. The ninja had his back turned to the rookies as he looked out across the bloodbath. There were 4 honor guards in each of the corners of the roof. Naruto, Hinata whispered out as the rookies' stares burned into the Yoinokuchi members' back. The second group finally made it to the entrance of the Otokage Tower. As they approached the door, the 4 honor guards stood stock still. Each of the 4 ninja chose a guard and dashed toward him. 3 honor guards blocked 3 of the ninja while the 4th honor guard moved to the side. The 4th ninja dashed past the honor guards and looked back to see if he was being pursued. The honor guard that let him past watched him as he sprinted down the hall and up the stairs to the roof. The lone ninja dashed past all the other honor guards that were in the building. They simply moved out of the way to let the ninja move by them. The black cloak ninja made it to a busted down door. He slowly walked into the enormous room. He saw on the other side of the room another open door and a figure that he has come to hate and despise in between 2 other figures. He dashed toward the door, and as soon as he made it to the door, he jumped over said figures and in between the 2 groups. "Hello, Sasuke," Naruto said, grinning. "So everyone is here. That is just grand," Naruto said, still grinning. "Sasuke, what are you doing here?" Sakura asked as the 2 honor guards that were in the corners behind them stationed themselves on the edge of roof in between Sasuke and the rookies. "I came here to kill that bastard," Sasuke said, pointing at Naruto. "What? Not going to share me with the others?" Naruto said emotionlessly. "Yeah, we came here to kick his ass too, but not kill him," Kiba shouted. No, I have trained for the sole purpose of killing him, and damn it, I'm going to do this by myself," Sasuke yelled as his Sharingan came to life. "As you wish," Naruto said with his Dujutsu always on as he stared back at his cousin. "We won't let you do this. Damn it, you aren't alone in this. We can help," Sakura shouted. "Yes, I am," Sasuke shouted back as a purple shield sprouted from the ground. The 4 honor guards were kneeling on the ground with the ram hand sign held in their hands. Another shield was placed for their own protection against any jutsus that may hit them. "Thank you, a swipe," Sasuke said, turning back to Naruto. "Love you too," Naruto said emotionlessly as they both got into fight positions. "Please, Sasuke, let us help you," Sakura continued to shout. "Sakura," Naruto whispered. Sakura turned to Naruto in confusion. "He won't need any help. Believe in him and he will win," Naruto said, turning to Sakura with a smile before turning back to his opponent. The rookies were taken aback by this. Did Naruto, the heartless killer of the Uchiha clan, encourage his death? Itachi blocked another kunai that was thrown at him and returned it to the sender, sticking the star ninja in the throat. Everyone suddenly stopped fighting, looked up at roof of the Otokage Tower. There was a large purple rectangle shooting up into the air. Nobody was fighting or yelling. There was complete silence as everyone looked up at the large purple square on the roof. Itachi looked up at the purple wonder, wondering what Naruto was up to until he saw Sasuke in the shield as well. Itachi's eyes widened in revelation. "No, you can't do this," Itachi thought as he started to run toward the tower. The fighting soon started to start back up soon after Itachi started toward the tower. "I will save my brother from the evil that is you," Sasuke shouted as he started the hand seals for a jutsu. Naruto didn't move an inch as he watched Sasuke finish the hand seals to his jutsu. "Flame Dragon no Jutsu," Sasuke shouted as a flaming dragon sprouted out from his mouth and rushed toward Naruto. Naruto never moved as the dragon smashed into him. Sasuke quickly followed by throwing 5 kunai into the fire. Naruto dispersed the fire with a wave of his arm and, with quick speed, catch the first kunai and deflecting the rest with said kunai. "I know the secrets of your dujutsu. I've read the scrolls on both of them and hey, figured out the counter to both of them," Sasuke said as pulled out his sword. Oh, have you? Naruto said, not surprised at all. This caught Sasuke off guard. Yes. Your golden Sharingan has the ability to stop time, but if your opponent has the Sharingan, then it is a different story. Every stage of the Sharingan can cut this ability to shreds. Level 1 doesn't do anything, but level 2 cuts off 25% of the time. The final stage of the Sharingan cuts off 50% and the Mangekyo Sharingan cuts off 75%. So if you use a meter on me, it would be like only stopping half the time, Sasuke said, grinning. Very good on your research, but have you figured out my other dojutsu? Naruto said emotionlessly. From what I saw, you can only use that shield you have up for a certain amount of time before it comes up. So, I will have to hit you then attack you again directly afterwards, Sasuke said, grinning even more. I'm proud of you, Sasuke. You have grown up a little since we last met. Now let's see if you can kill me, Naruto said, taking the offensive this time. Amaterasu. Naruto shouted as he charged Sasuke head on. Sasuke jumped into the air just in time. The area below him exploded in black flames. Naruto quickly followed it up with another Sharingan jutsu. Bloody lightning. Naruto shouted as a red lightning shot from his eyes and toward. The lightning quickly hit Sasuke, but only for Sasuke to be replaced by a stump. A replacement. Naruto thought a sword hit his shield from behind. Naruto turned to see Sasuke preparing another large jutsu. He is going to run out of chakra if he keeps using large jutsus like this, Naruto thought. Fire shot no jutsu. Sasuke shouted as he shot multiple fireballs at Naruto, which simply hit his shield, but Sasuke followed it up with another fire jutsu. Naruto watched as Sasuke started the hand seals for another enormous jutsu. One that could weaken his shield. Naruto quickly copied the jutsu as fast as he could. Grand Fireball no Jutsu. Both Sharingan uses declared as two large fireballs smashed into each other. Both ninjas continued to spray into the fire, but Sasuke seemed to be getting the upper hand. Naruto closed his eyes when the flame started to come closer to him. Blood started to drip from the closed eyes as the flame continued to grow close. When Naruto opened his eyes, his Mangekyo Sharingan was being strained as he counted the flame, the black one. During this entire incident, Sasuke grew 2 wings and his skin was completely gray. The fire chased Sasuke as he tried to dodge to the side, but the fire caught him and sent Sasuke to the ground. Naruto walked up to the now burning Sasuke only for Sasuke to deflate into the ground. Naruto turned to see Sasuke breathing heavily. I see you are almost out of chakra, Naruto said, also breathing heavily. While yes, Naruto does have a lot of chakra. The Sharingan technique takes up a lot chakra when he is in the 5th stage of his Mangekyo Sharingan. You as well. This last jutsu will be my final attack, Sasuke breathed out as he charged up lightning into his arm. Me as well, Naruto said as he stressed his eyes even more and charged red lightning into his arm. Chidori. Both ninja cried out as they ran at each other. No. Itachi ran up the stairs as fast as he could. He had to make it to the top of the tower and stop this fight from happening at all cost. Itachi knew what the outcome of this fight would be and he wouldn't let that happen. Itachi entered the office and ran across the room in no time. Upon exiting the office onto the roof, the clouds were getting dark as rain promised to come. Chidori, shouted 2 of the 4 last Uchiha left in the world. No, Itachi shouted as he tried to make the jutsu necessary to remove the purple shield. Itachi's cry fell on deaf ears as the 2 Chidoras clashed into each other. One side red and the other a dark purple. The push continued on until a black sphere encircled them. The massive amount of chakra being used could be felt all over the village as the 2 forces continued to push. The 2 ninja looked over each other's shoulders, out into the distance. The sphere started to dissipate along with Sasuke's curse seal. There they stood, Chidora stuck into each other's bodies. And here I bestow my final gift. Why? Sasuke asked. He began to cry for some reason. Naruto said nothing. Why did you deliberately miss a vital area? Sasuke shouted as Naruto put a palm onto Sasuke's curse seal. Sasuke grimaced at this but let Naruto do it. A gift to be praised of. Because I am the lamb. I am the sacrificial lamb to bring the world together, Naruto whispered into Sasuke's ear as his hand glowed black over Sasuke's curse seal. The curse seal slowly began to disappear. Sasuke's eyes grew wide. I am sorry, for everything, Sasuke whispered as he continued to cry and his arm still through Naruto. The gift of sorrow. It's okay. Nobody must know of this. Good luck, Sasuke-kun, Naruto whispered as he stepped back from him, effectively sliding Sasuke's arm out of him. Blood started to sink out of the wound in his stomach. The purple shield disappeared when the honor guards noticed who won the fight. Itachi ran forward and stopped in front of Naruto. The gift of forgiveness. Why did you do it, Naruto-kun? You could have won. Itachi asked as the first tears in years started to slither out of his eyes. Naruto smiled. The gift of loss. Live a good life with your brother, Naruto said, smiling with his eyes closed. Blood started to drip out of the corner of his eyes. And finally, what are you doing? Itachi asked. Naruto opened his eyes to reveal a very stressed Dujutsu. The gift of life. Naruto burst into black flames that sent Itachi several feet back. All the rookies shielded their faces as the intense flame exploded from the roof. As the fire died down, Naruto was nowhere to be seen. Itachi was now fully crying. A hand was put onto his shoulder. He turned to see Sasuke behind him. Itachi was about to lash out and attack Sasuke until he remembered Naruto's words. I'm so sorry. I had no idea, Sasuke said sorrowfully. The rookies finally snapped out of the gaze as cheers from the ninja in the courtyard fired up all along the allied ninja ranks. Sakura ran over to Sasuke to begin medical treatment. It's okay. Let's just get all this over with, Itachi said before Sasuke smiled and fell onto Itachi's bent-over back. Itachi smiled as Sakura performed medical jutsu on Sasuke while Sasuke leaned against Itachi, asleep. Thank you for this, Naruto-kun. I'm sure you had all this planned out ever since you accepted the invite to slaughter our clan. Hope you are somewhere nice, Naruto-kun, Itachi said as he looked up into the dark sky as the rain started to stop and a break in the clouds landed on where Naruto once was. -6 months after the war. So, this is how the world ended up after the war. I thought it would be different, but I guess they exceeded my expectations, said a white-cloaked figure with a straw hat covering his features. He stood atop a mountain overlooking a village. The mountain has 5 faces sketched across the front, signaling that it is the Hokage Mountain. The entire world is peaceful after the war that forced them to work together or be destroyed together. They choose the right path and work together to destroy the evil that was Naruto. Now that Naruto is gone, all the nations are getting along perfectly and even Sound and Rain are becoming good friends with the other nations. They are looked upon as the people that stood against all odds and fought for what they believed in. Sound and Rain are now praised because they fought until the bitter end for that, but nobody ever told the other nation what the phrase, I am the Lamb, meant, and they will never know. Everyone blamed Naruto solely for the start of the war, and so, he was the reason for all the death. Naruto's legacy was that of evil in all the nations except Rain and Sound, who silently still praises him for all that he has done. All the nations are working together to fix the damage that was dealt during the war. Even Sound and Rain are helping with the repairs that happening over the continent. And so the world lies in peaceful sleep after the war. All nations over this world are getting along quite nicely after the bloody war that took so many lives. These people have a great way doing that, said another white-cloaked figure that was leaning against a tree behind the first one. He too was wearing a straw hat. Yes, they do, said the first cloaked figure. The second cloaked man got off the tree and walked up behind the first cloaked man. He put a hand onto the first shoulder. Let's go. You did a good job on this place. It's time to leave, said the second man. The first man lifted his hat up just slightly enough to reveal to the world the last thing they thought they would ever see. A pair of golden eyes gazed out over the village hidden in the leaves as a golden sunrise rose from behind him as he turned to walk away. That will be it for this video. If you want more, comment down below, like, subscribe. And see you guys later.